RiskWatch is the simulation engine for Algo 1 software. RiskWatch provides for the real simulation of financial securities through time. RiskWatch handles a wide variety of financial securities that we like to call instruments, allowing for sophisticated cash flow modeling and offering powerful pricing models. Most clients make use of our built-in models, but you can also link in third-party and in-house models as well. In RiskWatch, you choose the future dates or time steps on which to fully value your portfolio. Cash flow settlement and changes to pricing model inputs like time to maturity are taken into full account as we step through time. RiskWatch provides proper risk factor modeling for all relevant market and credit risk factors, including IR, FX, volatilities, commodity risk factors, credit states, probability of default, and more. On top of those risk factors, the user can build robust stress scenarios in RiskWatch or in ASE, and RiskWatch can use generated historical Monte Carlo and multi-step Monte Carlo scenarios that are created in ASE. RiskWatch produces mark-to-future cubes, the results that feed our aggregation products like AWA, IMCR, ARA, etc. A cube holds the value of each instrument over all scenarios and time steps. We start with the values from RiskWatch, and this could be price, exposure, or other calculated attributes as well. And that data is exported to data structures called cubes. Those cubes, in turn, are inputs to our aggregation products, such as AWA, IMCR, etc. So what is RiskWatch? It's the engine that calculates the full revaluation of each instrument's pricing model at every time step and under every scenario. Now let's take a quick look at the RiskWatch interface. So this is what we call the stress room in RiskWatch, where the cube calculation takes place. You can see that we have a small portfolio with a set of 22 instruments. We have a scenario set with 28 scenarios, and we have chosen 12 time steps. The scenario set we created is called IR curve shifts, and it shocks the interest rate risk factors that affect our portfolio. We have chosen to display and calculate the theoretical value of our instruments. We're displaying the maturity date as well and the currency, and we are also displaying the cash flow that occurs in any given time step. We can step through the scenarios and the time steps to see how the value changes. Note the settlement to cash over time as instruments pay coupons and mature. We can change the dimensions of the cube of data that we are viewing. Right now we are looking at all instruments along the rows against all of the attributes we chose, and the toggle is for the scenarios and the time steps. Instead, let's change the dimensions of what we are viewing. Let's look at all the time steps and the scenarios for a particular instrument, showing us one slice of the cube, if you will. We can then see different slices of the cube by toggling to different instruments. And we can see the data graphically as well. The real power of our solution lies in the ways in which this data can be analyzed to paint a picture of a firm's risk. Snippets of that analysis can be seen in RiskWatch, but for the most part we defer that function to our aggregation engines AWA and IMCR. The power of RiskWatch itself lies in the sophistication and accuracy of the calculations that get us to this point. The instrument and model coverage that RiskWatch provides, the ability to shock the underlying risk factors of each instrument with scenarios, and the proper handling of the passage of time in simulation. For some, this overview may be all you ever need to know about RiskWatch. For those looking for a deeper dive, please check out our other videos in this Introduction to RiskWatch series. Thanks for watching.